All right. It looks like I have just been given word that Jaio is ready for the next run of Trackmania Cup of the Day Showcase. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and take it away.
Jaio. This is Trackmania. I am just already in a game here because this server is going to fill up pretty quick. So I am pretty much, this is going to be a bit of a weird one, a weird run. Timer is going to start for another 3 minutes. Because I'm waiting on a live tournament to begin. That is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be playing through Cup of the Day, which is a live tournament that around 2,000 people play every day. A track gets randomly. A track gets selected by the developers. 2,000 people play the track for the first time and try to do the best that they can. So while I have a bit of time here before the servers restart, let me show you a bit about what the game is like. This was yesterday's track of the day selected. This is a very standard race track, I'd say. There is an event going on. Yeah, the Formula E FIA World Championship has some Trackmania event going on. I'm not sure whether today's track is going to be one similar to this. Again, literally nobody knows. We need to wait for another, like, 2 minutes or so. But yeah, it's a very standard arcade racer game. You can drive around. However, the one big thing that really makes Trackmania different is the way that its gears and drifting work. So, the bottom right-hand corner of my screen, you can see my speedometer, and the number in the blue circle there is my gear. So gear 1, gear 2, gear 3. Gear management is very, very important in this game, because if you're turning as you change into a higher gear, then you don't actually get that higher gear, and thus don't gain any of the speed. So let's see, so if I go to gear 2, gear 3 I turned and I didn't actually get up into gear 3. I went back down into gear 2. As
So
well,
is the track random for what you're going to be getting, or is
it's
it
selected by
does
the
any is
developers.
it a track that so it's one that nobody has seen before?
Yeah, nobody has seen it.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Um, but yeah, and also drifting is a big thing. You could see I have skid marks underneath my car when I drift. You could drift by holding down brake and accelerate when you turn, which I guess this isn't really the best case to show it because it's a map with a bunch of straight lines. There you go, just like that. And, oh, all right, there we go. Server is switching. Time will begin, I guess, when I have the ability to start driving. So let's refresh the developer's Twitter page. Let's see if they've posted what today's track is. They normally post it around this time. So, 25 seconds. A cool first track by Lauji. Too Cold by Lauji. I'm guessing that this is an ice track. They did post a screenshot of it, so I'm sort of taking a look here to spoil myself. Bobsleigh, interesting. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be interesting. I know you guys can't see the screenshot that I'm looking at, but this seems like an interesting track. Here it is. So there are different surfaces in Trackmania. What I was driving on in the previous map was road. That's just standard road. This track looks to be mostly bobsleigh. Bobsleigh or ice is obviously a lot slipperier than standard road is. There's also plastic, which has less grip on it. Yeah, thank you, Hop Up, for posting that if you'd like to see the map. But here it is. So how a couple today works. Also, time has started. I forgot. Start time. How a couple of the day works is that we have players have 15 seconds. Or sorry, not 15 seconds. 15 minutes to learn the track and to get the best possible personal best that they can. After that 15 minutes is up, we are then sorted out into divisions of 64 and playing in a knockout tournament against one another. So this is the track that we're going to be playing on. This is bobsleigh, which is cool. You want to be staying in between those red lines in turns. That's the main thing with bobsleigh. But otherwise, this is a pretty cool track, pun not intended. Interesting plastic turns here. That blue surface that I'm driving on there is plastic. Plastic gives you a little bit less grip. Apparently, there's no game audio. Let me fix that. See, I have the time to do this because I'm waiting 15 minutes. Oh, I'm not waiting 15 minutes. I'm gonna be driving for 15 minutes. All right. We should have game audio now. Sorry about that. Over on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see a leaderboard. That is a global leaderboard of everyone that is currently playing. It shows the top 10 and then also my place at the bottom. I will not be placing top 10. I am not good at this game. But I am here to have fun, and that is really all that matters. So, I've ran through the track once. Let's take a look at the replay here. So my hands are off the controller now. This is the inbuilt replay that's built into the map here. So we can just sort of see what the proper lines are. And once again, stay in between the red lines when going through those bobsleigh turns. Really on the plastic here, all this blue flooring, it's pretty hard to turn. So you do want to, or it's pretty difficult to get a good turn. So you either want to start, when you're landing, you either want to land sort of diagonal to turn, or you can just sort of wiggle to sort of adjust your aim. But turning is very strange on plastic. And then, oh yeah, at the end here, there is a risky finish, which is very interesting. A lot of these Cup of the Day maps have what are called risky finishes and safe finishes. So there are two spots that you could finish at the end of the map. One spot is faster, but it could be a bit riskier to go for. And this map uses the finish block right at the start to show that the replay exists as the risky finish, which is pretty cool. Oh, now you can see the timer on the right-hand side of the screen, 11 minutes and 20 seconds. That is how long I have left to learn the map. Pretty much this first 15 minutes is going to be me trying to improve the map, trying to improve my PB, hopefully telling you guys what I am looking out for here. Let's try and go for the risky finish. Let's restart from the checkpoint. I want to drop down a bit lower, I believe. Yeah, that works. So this is, honestly, this is a nice track. I like this. I was kind of scared that that the track wouldn't be one that I liked, which is a fear going into this because I'm gonna be spending the next 45 minutes on this track. So I want it to be one that I do kind of like. Thankfully, I am enjoying this. Just to talk about some of the HUD elements that are on screen, like I mentioned, the left includes the leaderboard. When I pass through a checkpoint in the middle of the screen, you'll see the time that I passed through the checkpoint, my delta, and the green number at the top is my speed, or my delta for my speed. At the bottom, of course, there is my timer, and the 3, now 4 out of 7, is the checkpoint counter. On the bottom left, there is a sort of local leaderboard showing deltas, as well as my input HUD and the speedometer. And then on the right is the timer.
So is there a certain time frame when you get into the 64 or whatever you're talking about? Like
after the timer on the right ends. So I have 9 minutes and 30 seconds.
Really, is there a time limit when you're inside of those groups of people then, or is it just
no?
whoever...
So once we get into like the groups of 64, it is a pure knockout tournament. So you get one attempt on the map, and the bottom 4 players get knocked out.
Okay.
So we will see how long I last. If I get out super early, then I do just plan on commentating the sort of higher placed players.
I gotcha.
Just so that hopefully I don't end this run like super early. This is a very interesting risky finish. I need to practice this a bit, see where the best spot to drop off is. Okay, dropping off earlier seems to be better. Oops. There is another concept in this game called medals. And medals are defined when you make a map. There are 4 types of medals. There's the bronze, silver, and gold, as well as something called the author medal. On the left-hand side of the screen here, I'm not sure if my cursor is showing, but underneath the leaderboard, you can see the green and the gold text, as well as some deltas next to it. That's how far I am away from the gold and the author medal. The gold medal is automatically set just when you finish the map, and the author medal is the person that created the map's personal best. Oftentimes during these couple of days, not many people beat the author time, especially if the mapper's grinded for it. I don't know if I will be getting gold, not gonna lie. Just this style of track isn't really what I'm best at. Do I have silver even? Not sure. Yes, I do. When I tab to see the player list, you can see it on the left-hand side of the screen. So 51 seconds is the gold medal. My personal best is a 55, so I got 4 seconds to go on that. Ooh. Alright. So, this track has a lot of weird little jumps in it. And when I talked about drifting earlier, another way that... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this lobby and do that. I've just enabled a plugin that makes the drift lines. The skid mark's a bit easier to see. My PV is still here. The leaderboard is still all the same. But now, if you notice on the ground, the skid marks are a good bit more visible. So, if I land from a jump diagonally, then I will automatically start drifting, which can be used in a lot of maps, but in this map, you want to be leaving the bobsleigh as straight as possible, pretty much. On plastic, you don't really drift, so that's not really an issue. In Trackmania, time spent in the air is time spent not accelerating on the ground. So you want to be avoiding being in air as much as possible. Though in some cases, like that, it could be faster. And that was gold medal, so 51 seconds. I am currently 1,098th place, which just goes to show how many people do play this tournament every single day. I gotta take that turn a bit later.
So that's your ghost that you're racing, right?
Hmm?
The ghost.
The ghost is my personal best.
Yes, that's what I was. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There is a keybind to turn it off, but I do not have that on my controller. So what is the keybind? Oh no, that shows everyone's. I don't know what the keybind is. Yeah, I can also enable all the other cars in case I want to see everyone else's. You know, I might as well, just for the fun of it. If you play on like a really short track or a really crowded lobby, seeing people's ghosts can get pretty daunting. But thankfully, this track is pretty open, and we're far enough into the session. We're like what, 8 minutes in? We're far enough into the session to where people aren't all clumped together. Ooh, this is not going to be a good bobsleigh turn. So one thing to note with these ice turns, the bobsleigh, is that you do really want to be inside of those the red lines in the corner. If you go way up into the air, then you're not gonna really get a landing at all. If you're low, if you're too low, then you really won't get a good turn. If you're a little bit higher or lower, then you can sort of wiggle your way into something good. But I think in this map you do want to take all the turns just as straight as possible. I need to figure out about taking that turn a little bit more downwards, I think, so I don't jump as much. I am fairly okay with where my PB is right now. Obviously, I would like to beat it in the next 3 minutes, but you know, we don't have all day to practice this map. Again, this is the first time that I am seeing this map, so first time that a lot of people are seeing this map. The mapper themselves will probably get inside of the first division, but it's kind of like a little unwritten rule that they try to eliminate themselves as fast as possible, as to not like get an unfair win. Ooh, I really like that turn. Although I did slow down for a bit there, so... I do have a lot of speed, though, plus 11. Which I've lost. That turn I should be taking a bit earlier. Alright, we do have a little bit of time if there are any announcements or anything for anything that you'd like to say. Now's a good time.
Okie dokie. So we don't have any new donations, but we do have. If you're wanting to donate, we have some uh, some incentives to go towards. We have the challenge run for Peggle Fevers, which is coming up in about 2 hours and 45 minutes. If you want to see that, we are at $7.20 out of $50. I would highly suggest watching these Peggle Fevers and donating towards it because it's amazing to watch this run. We also have the game version for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee. Those are both at $0. So if you just donate $1, you can choose either if they play on Pikachu or Eevee. So if you like either one of those any better than the other, then you can go ahead and donate towards that. And I highly doubt we're able to do it, but we also have the car model. I don't think you can change that up at the moment. So
I can actually. I will have a little bit of time. I actually completely forgot about that. Is anything winning? I could change to that.
Nothing is winning. If somebody wants to donate right now, you can change it to either Pingu, Among Us, Maxwell the Cat, Lightning McQueen, Minecraft Steve, or Ice Cream Band. So if you want to see him change it live, you can donate right now and get it changed to that.
Yep, we do have 8 seconds left. Not really enough time to get a finished run in. My PB was a 55.88. Not bad. So we gotta wait for my server to spawn in. Let's see who won. Looks like Elcon21. A lot of the players in the top like 1 or 2 divisions are they're always usually the same players every day. And at the end of qualifications, there were 1,700 players. All right. So we are in. We gotta wait for all 64 players to join. What div is this? This is Division 23. Let's see. I'm cursed with getting a PB immediately after being sent to the Division channel or the Division server. So let's see if the curse still remains.
Just remember, even $1 can make him change his stuff.
Yeah, but I only have a little bit of time left to do it, so. And yeah, I PP'd. It's a 49 something. 49.6, I believe. So the curse remains. I actually have really good speed here. I don't think I have enough time before the knockout starts to finish this run, but this is actually pretty good. Alright. We go starting in 10 seconds. While I sit here and wait, let's go to controls. And... Oh. Controls. X input pad. And set that to something random that I'm never gonna hit. Alright, so this is the first round of the knockout tournament. This is the no knockout round. So, every knockout... So, a couple of days starts with a no knockout, just so that everyone can get a feel about where they're gonna place. This is also a good time to patch up any settings that you need or anything. So one thing to note, if you do fully reset your run inside of the knockout tournament, then then you're out. So no resetting allowed. No resets allowed next marathon. If you do need to restart from a checkpoint, you are allowed to do that. I am going to change. That. There we go. Alright, so now I can no longer reset, which is good. Because I accidentally reset often.
Does that say that you took fourth in this practice run right there? Or what is it?
So my practice run final time was a 50.321, which, yeah, was fourth in the lobby.
Nice.
So, no eliminations for the first round, and now we start with the fun stuff. 4 players will be eliminated. Good luck to everyone here. I feel pretty confident in this track. I feel like it's really just the start that I feel could mess me up. But once I get into the flow of the map, I feel pretty confident. But really just in these early rounds, you want to take it as safe as possible. Because granted, as long as you're not making terrible mistakes, you're not going to be getting out. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, you can already see there are some people that have already crashed and they are already going to be getting out. So as long as you don't crash in like these early first few rounds, you're pretty safe. I feel pretty... Oh no. I was going to say I feel pretty confident on taking the risky finish, but I lied. 39th place there. And I'm not sure who's finished yet. We could see. Okay, it looks like only that one person didn't finish, but the 4 worst players, or the players that did not finish, have been eliminated.
GG, made it through first round.
I'm not really sure where I'm expecting to finish up, to be honest. My first run really wasn't that great. This run is gonna be a lot better, I feel. I already have a lot more speed compared to last round. Uh-oh. Okay, saved, but I am a bit slow. I am still safe, thankfully. There were 2 DNFs this round, so 2 less spots for people that actually get knocked out, or for people that actually are slower but still finish. Finished 20th. So I'm pretty much competing with people getting 49.0s pretty regularly, which is a bit rough since my PB I think was a 49.6. See, I can check. My PB is a okay, it says a 50.3, but I don't think that's right. All these other random windows that I'm opening, by the way, these are all a part of a third-party service called Open Planet. It's basically just plugins or mods to add to the game. They don't really change they don't change gameplay at all, but a lot of them are really nice to have, like being able to see the medals, for example, the input HUD. The speedometer is one of the plugins. Even the counter for how many checkpoints I've gone through at the bottom of the screen, that is a plugin. So, a lot of nice UI stuff that isn't a part of the official game. Let's go for that early turn. I had to slow down there a bit, unfortunately. That ending plastic turn is very weird to me. It's finishing off 9th. So the number of knockouts here does change. It starts off as 4, up until 16 players remain. And then once it hits 16 players, then it goes down to 2 eliminations per round. Then once I believe 8 players remain.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Once I believe it's 8 players remain, it goes down to 1 until the grand finals is a pure 1v1.
Do you move up at all in the divisions at all if you play top or whatever?
No, you are stuck in your division.
Oh, okay, okay. What's your best that you've done in a division before? Have you won one before?
I don't play so Cup of the Day runs 3 times a day at 1 p.m.,
Okay.
at 9 p.m., and at 6 a.m. I don't really play the 1 p.m. one too often, but my best at the 9 p.m. one, which is called Cup of the Night, the best that I've done on that one is the 2nd division.
Oh, nice.
2. But a lot less people play Cup of the Night and Cup of the Morning, which is the 6 a.m. one, than Cup of the Day. I am still jumping there, which is something that I need to fix, but honestly, this is working out for me, like sitting me around 20th. Oh no. That is bad. That is bad. I am still in, but I am very close to being out. Okay, I am gonna go for the normal finish. I do not want to risk going for the risky finish there. Okay, a little rough. 37th, a pretty scary finish. When the bottom 4 are eliminated.
Right.
Ooh, low jump there. Best case scenario, you want no jump, but... I think I can make that turn without slowing down, but... Again, I really don't want to risk it, especially right now. Okay. Crashed into the finish, but still made it in.
I was gonna say that was a that was a close finish.
Alright. Whoa, lag. Someone is lagging out there. Holy. The servers that this game runs on are like 2006 servers, by the way. So they crash often. This whole game is pretty much written like on a 2006 engine, despite it releasing in 2020. Ooh, that is incredibly bad for the start. I am gonna keep going, although I'm gonna be honest, I might be out here. Hopefully I can... Hopefully other people can crash and I can salvage. But I don't think it's gonna be happening.
That's what I was hoping for other people to crash.
Yeah, I am +7 and the closest other behind is +2. And I had to respawn there because I was looking at the leaderboard instead of playing the track. So, unfortunately, it does look like that I am going to be getting out here. But that is okay because I'm not out of the lobby. I still do get to to watch, and I can commentate the tournament for you guys. XM pad. Okay. We're gonna stay in the lobby, and we are gonna watch. We are gonna commentate, which means now we get to take a peek. So I'm gonna turn on all the cars. I'm gonna turn on the name tag so that we can see who's driving where, and we get to watch all these people race here. So already, let's hop on. Let's do that. So of course, right now number 1 is Serum. Going in for a bit of a wider jump there, which is interesting. They have a lot of good speed though. Pretty big difference. Also, thank you, NBZ, for the 24 viewer raid. Hello, everyone. This is No Holidays Allowed, raising money for Go Rescue Dog Shelter, Pet Adoption Center. This is Trackmania Cup of the Day. It is a live tournament that, well, that I was participating in, then I got eliminated. So now we are watching along. We're seeing who wins. Right at the start of the map, it's kind of hard to tell just because everyone is so close to each other here. But once we start passing through checkpoints, it should become pretty clear.
It looks like Serum has been top a couple times.
Serum has been topping a good bit. Would not be surprised. Pretty much this top 4 I've seen has been pretty stagnant. Ooh, although Davey losing a bit of speed on that bobsleigh turn there. And it's going to be losing a lot of speed there. Decent save though, so that they don't need to restart. See, one player didn't even... Ooh! HPX there, failing up the risky. Opting to go for the safe finish. And the person that wasn't first didn't even go for the risky finish. They just went with the regular safe finish, which was rather interesting. I feel like that the player, I forgot, yeah, Choking Shack. I feel like that player could have won the round if they went for the riskier finish. Oh yeah, and if anyone is taking a look at the leaderboard and wondering why it's sorted this way at the start, the game manages ties down to milliseconds by doing the good old fashioned alphabet check. So if your name starts with an earlier letter in the alphabet, you win, which can get unfair to some players.
Well, that would suck for me because a first and last name both alone is very late in the alphabet. So.
Yeah, S is pretty late. There we go. I want to. Ooh, oh no. Really bad for Lanky Giraffe there, who's been pretty high up. He's still going to be staying in. But that is rough. We're finished 49-2. We're staying around the low 49 range. Someone mentioned that a player did get a 48 at some point. Let's see. Let's take a look at what the world record is right now. Trackmania.io. Let's take a peek. Too cold. Leaderboards. The current world record is a 46.608 is the current record. That is by Complex Statics, which I'm guessing is, well, no, I'm pretty much guaranteeing is Division 1.
I was gonna say, is that the creator of the map then?
That is not.
Did they not count the creator?
They knocked out the creator. The creator of the map is Lauji, whose personal best at time of uploading is a 48.034.
Wow! So even in your division, somebody was almost beating out the creator. Wow!
All right, Choking Shack did win out this lobby. Let's just see who's at the end here.
If it wasn't for accidental like that crash or whatever, it looks like he could have.
I could have.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate. It happens.
Yeah.
And we are at top 15 now, which means that the knockouts are going to go from 4 players each round down to 2 players in each round. So now things are going to get a little bit more personal. So now less people can get eliminated, but also players are getting more consistent at the map. So knockouts still can mean a bit more. Overall, there's a lot of differences in how some of these players are taking lines. For example, the player that we are currently spectating gained a lot of speed there in the middle, but lost it to a bad turn. Player up in first went really high in that overall. Was the highest placement we've gotten in a cup. I don't know the exact placement. Interesting. Look, he's winning these rounds without even going to the riskier finish. That's really interesting. It probably isn't that fast then going for the riskier finish. The highest placement I've ever gotten, I don't remember the exact number, but it was in Division 2, so I was in top 128. Now it's at a Cup of the Night. Oh, Davey Davidson, he was at the top of the boards for a while. That's unfortunate. But yeah, that was during a Cup of the Night, which a lot less people play. Ooh, a lot of people having weird slowdowns there. Shaq coming up with a lot of speed here, going to be gaining. Off that bobsleigh turn, going incredibly high. That's something that I've noticed that he does, going incredibly high in that turn, which is very interesting. I wonder, yeah, second place is 0.6 seconds behind, which is incredibly far. And yeah, risky finish, didn't even save that much time. Still 0.6 for second place. So all player finished. We are officially at top 10. We are officially at top 10. Of course, once we get, I believe it's top 8. It's either top 8 or top 4. I don't entirely remember. We are going to go down to 1 elimination per round. So things are going to be getting very personal there. Go first bobsleigh turn. Immediately, HPX is way in the lead. A lot of people are taking that smaller jump that I've been seeing, so that's probably the route. Of course, we'll be seeing, yeah, Shaq going way high up on this turn. But it's working out for him, so I'm not, hey. I ain't gonna argue with what works. HPX losing a lot of speed. I would not be surprised. Going for the safe finish here. Other people going for the risky. Alright, so 10th and 9th are out. Top 8. Names that we are all very, very familiar with, I'm sure. Yeah, okay, top 8, 1 player will be eliminated. So here we go. We can see the full leaderboard here. No more chopping off players. We know who all 8 people are. And immediately, NoPago is pretty far behind. 0.3 is pretty substantial. Gaining a lot of speed out of that bobsleigh turn. 1 player reset. Oh no. So they are going to be the out.
So is the what we're seeing on the bottom, like the controls, is that what that player is doing? Like the left and
yes,
right,
on the
like
bottom right. That is the inputs,
yeah.
that the player is doing that we're spectating.
Ah, okay.
So 1 player did reset, meaning that technically you can finish the map as slow as you want, but you're not going to be eliminated. DNFs are taking higher priority for eliminations than being slow. So there it is, all 7 people have finished, and jumping into the risky finish starts the developer replay, or starts the mapper replay. So we do get to see a little bit of the mapper. So we have top 7 now. A lot of people that we were seeing dominate in the earlier rounds have been eliminated. I think that my bets are still on Shaq on winning. So again, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Averine really slow. Unfortunately, I think nearly a second behind first place. So I think we're going to be seeing our elimination there. And yeah, look at that. A lot of players, 3 separate players going for the safe finish. So very, 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 very interesting. This is a really cool map. I like that it isn't too if you make a mistake, it isn't too hard to get back on track. I like the fact that the risky finish, it saves a little bit of time, but not enough to really be worth it when other mistakes could be made from other players. And also the bobsleigh ice turns here are very simple to get a hang of. The main thing that I'm just not really a fan of is just all the plastic. Trackmania here in last place, far behind by just about a second now. So unfortunately, it looks like that they are not going to be coming through. Oh no, a player DNF'd. Never mind, they are in. NoHA24, I believe, accidentally DNF'd. Oh, they had a fail at some point.
Yeah, they crashed. I saw them in front. They crashed.
All right, unfortunate. NoHA24 is out though. Top 5. Trackmania, HPX, R777, Choking Shack, and Trackmania.
That 5th place was 55 seconds. So
Yeah. Again, anything is possible. If enough players hit the reset, then you could spend as much time as you want on the map and you're good. I think it's that first line there already. Trackmania is a good bit of time behind. They're not last, but and they are gaining speed. That first turn really set them back. Yeah, and I think that pretty much settles it unless someone else crashes. Or accidentally resets. Oh, the nameplates got turned off. There we go. There you go. Yeah, we can just see it. Oh, another player crashed at some point. R crashed. But still, Trackmania was just barely slower. I think it was that tiny difference between the safe finish and the riskier finish. So top 4 now. Now things get personal. Now things get personal.
I'm rooting for Shaq here. I want Shaq to win this whole thing.
So am I. I think they are the clear favorite.
Yeah.
Good luck to everyone with a 777 in their name from Trackmania 777. I think we know their favorite. Okay, so just as we're starting here, Shaq is now behind, but gets a lot of speed here in the middle. And yeah, easy first place. HPX at some point bonked or crashed. Or, well, definitely not a bonker crash, but had to slow down at some point where they're now over a second behind. So unless something bad happens, I think that is set. We'll see if any other players go for risky. Shaq still goes for the safe finish. And top 4 going for the safe finish is insane. It is a choice, to be sure. HPX is out. We are at top 3.
Come on, Shaq. You're good at basketball. You can play some golf, and here you go racing.
You're gonna play some golf. With the immediate start. At the start here, Shaq is behind by 0.1. But I don't know what they do during the middle section, but they gain a lot of speed here. We'll see if that is the case. Oh, someone had a crash somewhere. Oh no, are having to reset, losing pretty much all of it. So we are going to be seeing our top 2 here unless one of these players accidentally hits a reset. Shaq quite far ahead, almost half a second. And we'll be seeing if we can get that. Yeah, so the risky finish saves about half a second. They're from 0.6 and they're now at 0.1. R is still going to be finishing, so that's nice. As we have our finalists here, Choking Shack versus
All right,
Trackmania.
Everybody in chat, root for Shaq.
Make
the
your
one you want.
predictions.
Do you want the upset or do you want Shaq to win?
You see how it says for countries here. We have France versus Switzerland.
Oh yeah, there we go. France versus Switzerland.
Oh, there you go. That's our game here. Shaq for the France and Trackmania for Switzerland. Immediately, Shaq has the upper
Yeah,
hand, getting a
wow.
lot of speed in that first turn. 0.2 seconds ahead, almost 0.3. Dingonia with a much longer jump. Getting a weird drift there, getting slow down. Shaq not having the best of second turns. And I think that is the nail in the coffin there. I think that is it. Dingonia, a lot of slowdown on that last plastic turn. I don't think the risky finish is going to save it. Choking Shaq with a
Yeah,
50.173
all right, France.
is it.
Yep.
That is time right about there. And the winner of, was it Division 23 of Cup in the Day, Choking Shaq. Congratulations. Very fun track. A very fun
Yeah.
track. I might come back. I might come back later tonight at 9 p.m. and play this again and see what place I get. But congratulations, Choking Shack. That is all from me. If you enjoyed my early gameplay and my late commentary, you can find me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/JOCG. I also meme post on Blue Sky. I'm at jaio.bsky.social. Yeah, otherwise that is all from me. I am going to go stand behind the curtains of the marathon and make sure that nothing else blows up for the rest of the weekend. With that, I hope you all enjoyed Trackmania. The game is free to play, by the way. The game is free to play. There is an online subscription to access the online features, like the live lobbies, Cup of the Day. But for free, you do get the solo campaign, the training mode, and you could still download the thousands of maps that exist for this game and play them locally. So it's a pretty good deal for free. It's available on Steam, Ubisoft, and on all your favorite consoles, I think. Yeah, that's all I'm here for. Enjoy the rest of the marathon. See you all later. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that showcase. That was really fun to watch. I don't know how well I would do in the game, but it's worth it. It makes me kind of want to just try it out just for the heck of it. But yeah, thank you for that awesome showcase. We will be right back for the setup for the next run, which is Genesis Probe running Lost Nova any percent. So we will be right back.